Hello everyone, welcome to my first luxury beauty haul of 2022. As a true beauty lover for 35 plus years, as someone who has worked in the beauty industry for more than 25, I have grown to love beauty products of all price ranges. I am the type of person who will try a $5 foundation, and I will also try a $105 foundation. And if you watch my videos regularly, you already know that. But today, as the title states, I will be sharing with you my recent purchases that are in the high-end and/or luxury category. Everyone seems to place different brands in different categories. I'm so grateful to be starting off the year partnering with one of my favorite stores who I worked with all through 2021, Nordstrom. In the past couple of years, Nordstrom has really been my go-to place for the majority of my high-end beauty items. When I'm in the store, the customer service I receive is always stellar. They have such an incredible assortment of brands. They offer free shipping and returns. And my personal favorite, and what I use more often than not, is the buy online, pick up in store option. I am lucky to live in a city that has a really great Nordstrom, and they make buying online and picking up in store super easy. I just drive up to the curbside, or sometimes I send my son and he picks it up for me. It's just so helpful. So yes, this is a Nordstrom haul. All of the products can be purchased there, and they will be listed and linked down below in the description box. So this high-end / luxury beauty haul contains some new products that were recently launched that I tried for the first time. I've used them a couple of times now, and I've really fallen in love with them, and they've quickly become some new favorites. And then I also purchased some replacement products of things that I have been using for a couple of months now, or even in some cases years, and I just ran out and I needed to replace them, so I thought I would share those with you as well. First up is the newly reformulated Dior Forever foundation. This is the matte version. They also reformulated their glow version. But if you know me, you know I have oily skin, and most of the time I prefer a matte finish. Now, I didn't think there was anything wrong with the other formula. I really loved it, but this is supposed to be new and improved. I am wearing it today. The shade I am wearing is 2N, too neutral. It says here that this formula is composed of an 86% floral skincare base. This fluid foundation provides skin long-lasting comfort and lets it breathe. Tested in conditions of heat, sweat, and humidity, the Dior Forever foundation offers a natural matte makeup with no shine. It visibly tightens pores and smooths the skin. And I believe this part is what makes the biggest difference in this new formula, is that it is a new generation foundation that is clean. It's formulated according to a strict list of ingredients, enriched with extracts of iris, wild pansy, rose. It reveals more beautiful skin every day. Of course, I know ingredients are important, but for the purposes of this video and it not being a dedicated foundation review, I'm just going to tell you the things I think you really want to know, which are: how is the coverage? Does it really wear as long as it claims? And just overall my thoughts on it. I'm really happy with it. Just as I was happy with the old formula, I was not that concerned about it not being a clean formula, but I am happy to be using a product with cleaner ingredients. And I am very happy that this formula lives up to what I felt about the previous formula, because sometimes, we all know this, a company will reformulate a foundation and it is not as good as it used to be. This one, in my opinion, is just as good. Again, I'm speaking about the matte formula. The prior formula of the Skin Glow did not work for me because I do have such oily skin. It just made me just too shiny. But the matte formula, I love. It truly does perfect your skin in a beautiful way. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey. My pores look more refined. Here's some footage of the foundation in natural light. I know a lot of you like to see that. The coverage is medium, buildable to full, and it's not a flat, dull matte. A lot of people hear the word matte and they think flat, lifeless, it's going to look unnatural. I think this foundation looks pretty natural for a matte medium to full coverage foundation. I can 100% see this being in my top 5, top shelf, everyday foundation rotation. Then I picked up a couple of the new items from the Chanel Spring 2022 collection. I purchased the Blush Lumiere Illuminating Blush Powder in Peche Rosé. This blush is ideal for someone who just wants a little bit of a glow to their skin, a hint of color. You're not maybe a blush person per se, or perhaps you have very, very fair skin and you struggle to find blushes that aren't overpowering. If you're a beginner with makeup, or maybe you're getting back into wearing makeup, I'm certain there has been times where you've gone to apply a more pigmented blush and you feel like you've done too much, you've gotten too much on the brush, too much on your cheeks, and you're not sure how to tone it down. This is goof proof and it's so pretty. I am not wearing any highlighter today. I'll go ahead and add just a little bit more so you can see that it can be built up if you do want more color. If you're looking for a really soft, everyday illuminating blush and you have fair to light skin, I would recommend picking this up before it sells out and it's gone forever. And then the other item from the spring collection I purchased is what I have on my eyes right now. This is the Mediterranean number 747 Multi-Effect Quadra Eyeshadow. This is also, unfortunately, limited edition. And the first time I used this, I have to be honest with you, I wasn't sort of wowed with it. I was a little underwhelmed, actually. But once I started playing with it more, that's when I fell in love with it. This shade right here in the lower left corner is what I mostly have on my entire eye. And then I put this shimmering ivory in my tear duct and under my brow. And then I went in and I popped this color over here on the corner on the center of my mobile lid. And I feel like it makes my eyes glow. Charlotte Tilbury has an eyeshadow quad called, which one is it called? Is it Exaggerize? No. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. But when you look at the palette, it's the same kind of thing. You don't look at it and go, wow, I have to have that. But once you apply it to your eyes, it just does something that a lot of other eyeshadows, especially shimmering ones, don't do. A lot of times, especially in the past, when I was coming up in the beauty industry, shimmer shadows were kind of a no-go if you were over 35 or 40. They tend to enhance the texture on the lid or the loose skin. But the shimmer formulas that are out now are so much better. Instead of emphasizing texture on the lid, I feel like a lot of them smooth the texture and make your eyes look more youthful. I could go on, but you really have to try this eyeshadow quad for yourself. So let's continue on with new releases that I purchased. I did something that I don't usually do, which is buy a luxury brand mascara. But I was speaking to the sales associate at Nordstrom. They had just put out this new one from YSL. It's called Lash Clash. It is an extreme volume mascara. So as I started to say, I was speaking to one of the sales associates at Nordstrom, and she was telling me that this mascara was just phenomenal. And of course, you would expect someone who works for the brand to say that. But I have been, for the most part, pretty impressed with YSL mascaras in the past. I just haven't bought them that often because, as many of you know, I like to wear falsies. I'm usually not that inclined to spend a lot of money on mascara because I do use falsies a lot. But I am always willing to try a new mascara, especially if it's from a brand that I feel has done a really good job with mascaras in the past. So anyway, look at how beautiful this packaging is. To me, this is so luxe in just its simplicity. I really like the wand on this too. As much as I wanted to take this home and apply it the very next day, with most mascaras, I do like to let them sit for about 3 to 4 days. I will open it up when I get it home just to make sure that, the stopper's working and it's not a big mess around the top, and to let a little bit of air in, because I find that if you put it back in your drawer or on your vanity for a couple of days and then you go to use it, it's dried out just a little teeny bit and it just works so much better. At least that's what's been my experience. It does claim to have 24-hour smudge-proof wear, and I did find that to be true. I did not have any smudging with this mascara, and I was able to build this up to where I felt like I didn't have to apply any falsies. Full disclosure, when I am filming, I do like to add at least a couple little individual lashes just to fill in the gaps along my lash lines. But here's some footage that I took today before I added any individuals. My lashes look fuller, longer, they're super black. So I'm happy to report that my rare investment in a luxury mascara has paid off this time. So I think that's it for the new releases. No, wait. I also purchased one of the new NARS Afterglow lip shines. I decided to start with the shade A-Lister. And I say start because there are a couple of other shades that I really wanted to get as well. But of course I wanted to try out the formula first. And this formula is incredible. This is not what I have on my lips right now. I will show you that momentarily, but I wanted to continue on with the new releases. And this color is perfect for anyone who wants to add just a little bit of lightweight shine and sparkle to their lips, but very little color. This particular shade has very little color to it, but that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be something that I wear over another lipstick or another lip product. This is not the type of product or shade that I would put over what I have on right now, because what I'm wearing right now is a shiny lipstick. I bought this to wear over my matte lipsticks when I want them to be more shiny, or if I have a darker lipstick that I want to lighten up just a little bit but not change the overall color too much. This lip shine is so smooth and comfortable on your lips. You could even wear it alone. There are a couple of shades that are in the new range that could definitely be worn on their own or with a lip liner. It comes in 18 shades. It retails for $26. By the way, the YSL mascara retails for $29. I forgot to mention the prices of the Chanel products, but I will put that information down below in the description box for you. It says here that this comfortable gloss formula glides on mirror-like shine, which is true. The shine is very mirror-like. Hydrates lips for up to 8 hours. A powerful blend of conditioning jojoba oil and antioxidant-rich pomegranate extract to nourish, soften, and protect lips from environmental stressors, while vitamin E-infused raspberry seed oil helps smooth, soften, and add shine. It has a custom-designed applicator that hugs the curves of the lips for an effortlessly buildable application. What I do currently have on my lips is this Rouge Volupté Shine. I believe this is one of the newer shades. It's 123 Nude Transparent. I'm fairly certain I saw it before the holidays in their new collection. And I have to be honest, this was sort of an impulse buy when I was purchasing the YSL mascara. I saw it on the display, I swatched it, and I thought, ooh, what a beautiful nude. As if I don't already own 25 just like it. But each one is a little bit different, and this Rouge Volupté Shine formula, it's just so fantastic. I love it so much. It just feels amazing. So Nordstrom has recently started carrying Westman Atelier. If you're not familiar with Gucci Westman, who created Westman Atelier, she is a makeup artist. She's worked with tons of celebrities. She's done many magazine covers, Vogue, Allure, W Magazine. She has done runway shows. And after 7 years as the global artistic director for Revlon, she stepped down in 2015 and then started her own makeup line, Westman Atelier, in 2018. I have been wanting to try her products for so long. I started with just one. This is the Baby Cheeks Blush Stick in the shade Petal. I adore the sleek packaging. I love the magnetized lid. So cool. Now, even though I do already have that Chanel blush on, I'm going to add a little bit of this as well, just for a pop of color right on the upper portion of my cheeks. Look at that. It just melts into the skin. And I've used this about 3 times now. Not only is it the perfect everyday soft flush shade for me, it stays on. It doesn't disappear on my oily skin. Now that I've tried this Baby Cheeks blush stick, I really want to try other Westman Atelier products. So if you have any recommendations for me, please leave them in the comments. Oh, I did forget about one more new release, and that is the NARS Afterglow Cheek Palette. I used this in my testing hot new makeup video that went up the other day. So if you'd like to see this demonstrated, please go check out that video. I will have it linked down below in the description box. I did forget to insert swatches in that video, so here are some now. The more I use this, the more I fall in love with it. Now you might be thinking, Risa, girl, how many blushes are you gonna buy? I am going to buy all the blushes, apparently. That's not true. There was a Clé de Peau cream blush that I saw someone rave about on TikTok, and I really, really wanted to try it, but I had to stop myself. I knew I wanted to try the Westman Atelier blush first, so that's what I went with. I may try the Clé de Peau next time because I'm really getting into cream blushes lately. However, back to this palette. Powder blush, especially NARS powder blushes, will always have my heart. At least one, maybe two people mentioned in the comments of that testing hot new makeup video that they were a little bit scared of Exhibit A at first, but once they tried it, they were crazy about it. It does look very intimidating, but I promise you, if you use a light hand or a fan brush, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So I would recommend this NARS Afterglow palette for someone who really loves blush, and the Chanel Illuminating blush for someone who doesn't like as much of a blushy look and just wants something very simple and glowing and not so in your face. Not that all of these are in your face colors either. They can all be applied very, very lightly, but I think you get what I was trying to say. Now, before I get into the products I replenished, I want to talk about the Jo Malone diffuser. I had originally gotten one of these for the holidays from my agency, and I was super excited because I had never used a Jo Malone diffuser before. And now I want one for every room in my home. Every time I walk into my bedroom, I'm instantly hit with the most beautiful scent. The one I have, well, now I have two because I wanted the same one. In hindsight, I probably should have purchased a different scent, but I love this one so much. It's called Velvet, Rose, and Oud. O-U-D. That's how it's pronounced, right? Oud. Now I'm looking on the Nordstrom website right now, and it appears they might be out of stock in the Velvet, Rose, and Oud, but I would recommend looking at the reviews of some of these other scents, or perhaps going in store and smelling them, because I'm certain the Velvet, Rose, and Oud isn't the only one that smells amazing. I'm just so impressed with how potent this diffuser is. I've tried so many others and have never gotten the type of fragrance permeating from them as I do the Jo Malone. So to me, that makes it worth the price. Okay, now for those repurchases. I ran out of some of my Necessaire body products, so I rebought the body exfoliator and the body wash. Since I've been using Necessaire body products in the shower, my skin no longer feels dry, and I live in the desert and it's winter, so I did not want to be without my favorite Bath & Body products. This is one of the best exfoliators I have ever used, especially when I am going to be applying self-tanner afterwards. You definitely want to get all of that dead skin off before you use a tanner, otherwise it's not going to look right. And this time I went with the eucalyptus scent in both of these because I just wanted to try it. I had been using the unscented before. And oh my gosh, does it smell good. It smells like it would be very invigorating in the shower. I'm mad I didn't use these this morning. One of the things I really like about this body wash is the packaging. You just turn the cap and then you squeeze some out into your loofah or your poof, as I like to call it. So love, love, love Necessaire. And then lastly, I repurchased a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder in the shade 1 because mine looks like this. Yes, I realize there is still some left and I am still using this one, but I don't ever want to be without it. So I thought, I'm at Nordstrom, I'm buying some things, let's throw in another one. This will always be one of my favorite powders for both setting the under eyes or setting the face. It truly blurs my large pores. And this particular shade 1, Fair, it just gives me that brightness through my T-zone and under my eyes. So I use shade 1 mostly for that area, and then I'll use shade 2 for the rest of my face. So that'll do it for my first luxury beauty haul of 2022. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button as well and join the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new content at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me on Instagram and TikTok under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.